What's up guys, Mr. Time2304 here today to review Bleach Volume 53, The Deathberry Returns 2. Great volume. It's the penultimate volume in the Lost Agent arc. There's 5 volumes altogether, and it has Yukio on the front of it. Now when this came out, there was a bit of controversy. People wanted Rukia on the front cover because of the whole Deathberry thing, and that she gives him his powers back well, he gets them at the end of 52, but he kind of, it all happens in 53. But I don't really have an issue with Yukio being on the front cover purely because it's the person who is the most influential in that volume who gets the front cover, and I think Yukio fits the bill. It's because of his Fullbring that everyone gets to have their fights. So I do think Yukio serves as a good title front cover character. However, I'm not sure I agree with the title. I think it possibly should have been Screaming Invader, as the Deathberry Returns really doesn't have anything to do with Yukio at all, so that's a bit of an odd mix. Having said that about the cover, I really like Yukio on it. He has a really dynamic pose. He's sort of upside down. I think he looks really good. He's drawn really nicely. He sort of has like a Liechtenstein style of colouring to him. He's got like lots of dots everywhere, which kind of makes him look all comic booky. I think that looks really cool. The poem is quite good. It's just talking about Yukio's dislike for his parents again, which we already know. It's not Kubo's best work, but at the same time, it fits the character, and really, what more can you ask for from the poem than that? Moving on, you got the All Stars page. It's Ichigo, Ginjo, Riruka, Jackie, Giriko, and Yukio. Basically, just Execution's last hurrah before Volume 54. And I maybe would have put Mo here instead of Riruka, purely because Mo seems to do a bit. Mo actually gets defeated in this volume, but he gets to his time to shine in 54 as well, so that's all right. Yeah, the All Stars is fine. Moving on from that, this volume encompasses chapters 460, which is The Deathberry Returns 2, to 469, which is Raglag Rumble. The first half of the volume, up till about 465, is very, very good. The art is absolutely stellar. It's Ichigo getting his powers back, testing them out against Kugo. He does his massive Getsuga Tenshos that he does, these page-filling things. You get some really cool double-page spreads as well, such as when the Shinigami arrive in 460 to save the day. Looks amazing. Obviously, in these Tanko bonds, the art is really crisp, really top-notch. You get some really cool double-page spreads, like when the Fullbringers arrive and steal Ichigo's power. 463, Extreme Divider has this really nicely. And the end of 462, which is Why Me Sad, which is still funny. My favourite character Tsukishima in the arc, Tsukishima, goes kind of missing until about 464, which is the start of my favourite fight in the arc, and one of my favourite fights in the whole series, Byakuya versus Tsukishima. Again, looks really nice. From 456, though, the fights kind of get predictable, very kind of boring and formulaic after a while. About the most one-sided Bleach has ever been. It's just the captains and their lieutenants annihilating the Fullbringers. 465, Bad Blood Exhaust, is Renji destroying Jackie Tristan. 466, Screaming Invader, is Toshiro defeating Yukio. And 467 is Luck Men, which is Ikaku defeating Mo. And they all kind of follow this same pattern of fighting, starting the next chapter with the end of that battle, new fight, starting the next chapter with the end of that battle, and that's kind of how they go for this little section. However, starting from 468, which is Raiders of Blade, that's the beginning of Byakuya vs Tsukishima, and here things really start to get mixed up a bit. Really interesting, because Tsukishima has the upper hand on Byakuya for 468 and for 469, which is really interesting and adds a really nice spin on things. 469 is also the beginning of Ruruka vs Rukia, which is one of the worst fights in the series. And it kind of ends the volume on a bit of a meh note. It ends on Rukia getting put inside the plushie doll. So yeah, as far as the actual content of the volume, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Starts off really good, ends okay, and the middle section is kind of boring. However, the art remains consistently top-notch. I actually think Kubo's tried to put more backgrounds in this volume opposed to normal, especially during the Luckmen battle. They've got lots of trees around them, lots of broken trees. Just looks really good. It looks really nice. Oh, and the Ruka versus Ruruka fight. If there's one thing it's good for, it's the backgrounds. All the kind of sweets and cakes and donuts and stuff behind them. It looks really good. There's a little bit at the end, which is the execution personal files. This is where you find out Yukio's full name, Yukio Hans Vodel Berner. Literally the only time you ever know, because obviously he doesn't like his family, so why would he ever say his full name? So that's a nice bit of extra info. Negatives about the volume, I've already discussed the kind of dull aspects of some of the fights. However, there's a formatting issue at the end of 460, I think it is, when Ichigo swings and attacks Kugo. Kugo's face is like sucked into the middle of the pages. It's a double page spread. It looks really bad, and they really should have sorted that out. But that's kind of like the only negative I can come up with, in addition to the kind of boring parts of the fights. I actually think this is a really nice volume. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 overall. It's really kind of a setup for 54, which is really quite good. So yeah, guys, that's my volume 53 review. Let me know how I did in the comments below. Do you have the volume? Do you like it? Is there anything I missed out? Is there anything you really don't like about the volume? Or is there anything you really do like about it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, have a great day. See you then.